I'm asleep today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, YouTube. We are here with Gloria and Yanka for one more English immersion. My early birds today, because, well, in Brazil it's 6 o'clock. In Toulouse it's 10 o'clock, right, Yanka? So it's not so early bird for you. But I'm happy to see you here. Thanks for coming. We are here to talk today about positive self-talk. I think it's something important because most of us, we think negative about us. We think we are not capable, but we need to change this mindset. And we are going to discuss about that today to get some advices maybe with between us, okay, to practice our English as well. We are here in Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a language conversation platform where we can talk in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and today we are going to start German as well. And here is a totally safe environment. You can make mistakes. Nobody's going to judge you. You can come and speak in any way. You're going to develop your language skills. If you are basic, intermediate, or advanced, no matter. We are all here together. All of us, we are in different levels as well, but we can learn, we can develop. That's the most important thing. We need to enjoy the process. We are here, we discuss, we have different opinions, and that's okay. We have respect and empathy with everybody. I think that's the most important thing in this platform. We can really enjoy and feel safe. I like to be safe, to feel safe in the environments, and here I can really do that. So that's it about the platform. If people from the YouTube want to know a little bit more, you can access talkandtalk.com.br and you can get more information about it and maybe enjoy us in the next talk. So I'm Amanda Oliveira, live here in Minas Gerais. I'm Paulista, but I'm living here for a while and I love this city because Mineiros are very friendly and the environment is the place I live is very quiet, very safe. So I really, really like to live here. I have peace. It's not like big cities. And I'm hosting English. I practice here in the platform Spanish and French as well. I'm focusing in Spanish now in French, especially nowadays, because I want to really be fluent in this language. It's a challenge, but I know that I can get in there if I come to practice every time here in the platform. And I work with customer success. Is a different environment for me also to work from home. I work from home and I still can do I can say I can do very well my job. I really like what I'm doing right now. I'm really enjoying the process. As long as I'm enjoying, that's it, right? It's not all about money. It's about enjoying the process and the place you are. And that's it about me. Lurian, please can you introduce yourself, our French girl?
Oui. Yes. I'm Lurian. I'm 34 years old. Here in Talking Talk, I am hosting in French. I started in the platform in October last year. And about me, I love travel. I think is something really make me feel like that I can do the things for myself, and I can also explore and learn a lot about other people and about other culture. And I have two dogs, Tobias and Luna. I really love them. I miss them a lot because now it's almost 40 days I'm here in France. Oh, by the way, I am in France. I am in Toulouse. I live in Belo Horizonte. I don't know if for this year I will live in Belo Horizonte because of it's my dream and a dream of my boyfriend, my husband boyfriend, living next to the beach. And I don't know, maybe this year it can be possible to change and live. Maybe for now we are living in Belo Horizonte. I love Belo Horizonte because it's a capital, so we can have everything, but at the same time is not like Sao Paulo or a big cities that the traffic and the other things is a problem right now. And that's it. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Gloria. Oh my God, this live on the beach is amazing. I used to live in an island actually, but it's right by the beach. It is amazing. I really miss that because this is the only thing I miss here in Minas. No beach. It's
Já
so
que
it's
Minas não tem mar, eu vou pro bar.
good, good. But I don't know if you heard that, Lorian, but here in Januária, they have Praia de Minas in Januária. You can search on the
Sim,
internet, and I've been there. And when I check if the São Francisco River, and they make like a very 3 months, 100 days, we have Praia in Januária. So Minas has
we
beach.
has been. I think they do this in Brasilia too, if I'm not wrong.
Oh,
In the environments they don't have beach, they make
they
something
make
about the river.
But it's famous. When I come, I say, let's see the Praia de Minas. And when I reach there with my son, my son has TDAH, so kids already talk what they think. And my son is even over. He go there and he said loudly, "What a beach? This is a dirt water. This is a river. What those people think?" I say, "Oh, Deus do céu. I don't know you." And I just hide. But let's go to Yanka. Please introduce yourself for us.
Okay, it's very beautiful. I Google it in here and I got surprised. It's so beautiful. Congrats about that. In São Paulo, we have show. We had an event on Tietê and they made a beach on Tietê.
See?
Guys, Paulista, it's so amazing. I always get surprised with them. But okay. Morning, my name is Bianca. I am 28. I'm living in São Roque with my mom. I am a demographer, and these days I was thinking in how many times I moved city to city. I already lived in Minas with my ex-girlfriend. It was in Passos. Uh, and it's so beautiful. It was so beautiful in there. I went to so many waterfalls. Once I went to a pousada that had 7 falls of waterfalls in the same place. So we spent like 1 week just going to the same waterfall, but in different levels and exploring more the nature. So it was very beautiful. I really miss Minas and the breakfast from Minas too. I lived in Campinas too, but in Campinas, it's different because in there we have a cultural scene very beautiful, a black cultural scene very agitated and so on, with a lot of samba events and cultural events. I really appreciate that. And now I'm living in São Roque with my mom, my family, and here we have cultural things too, but it's more related with wine and wine productions. And I really love wine. I was raised in here since I was a child. I drank wine. I know that this is not correct politically, but it's true. So it's like that. I really love this. And well, I am enjoying all these moves. And I'm about to move again. But let's see the next steps and I will talk. I will tell you the news.
I'm anxious to know the news. As soon as you get in there, you can tell us. Certain things it's good for us to share with people our goals, our plans, but sometimes it's not that the person is going to say, you're not going to do your plan. This is not going to get through. But sometimes it's important to say only after we reach the thing because I don't know, things doesn't work sometimes when we talk to so many people, especially now we are on YouTube. No, imagine if you say to the world, no, when you get in there, you can tell us your new adventure. But I'm going to start with you, Yanka. How does practicing positive self-talk influence your confidence levels? We talk about confidence.
Um, Girls, I was watching that video and I totally saw myself in there. And I really do this. When I say, Amanda already know this, but Ludia, sometimes I say that I'm not optimistic. And I'm not optimistic about the life, but I think that this self-talk with myself, it's so full of judgment, you know. If I leave this mug fall in my table, I will judge myself forever. Like, oh my God, 6 o'clock. You always you started failing. Congrats about that. And I am ironic too, so I really do this. And it's very bad. So I never try to do a positive self-talk, but I am training sometimes when I see this pattern of thought, I try to stop just it. And I try to stop it. It's that. And one thing that my psychologist helped me to think about, it's if we were another person, a friend or a child, mainly a friend doing the same, will you talk with in the same way with this person? Why are you so hard with yourself? I don't know, because if you are another person, I won't tell this thing like you are a failure, you know, at 6 a.m. I won't tell this for this person. So I believe that it's good, but I never tried. I'm going to try, maybe.
I think it's important, Bianca, as we saw in the video. I think we are too hard with ourselves because we want too much. We expect too much of us. And sometimes when we don't do it, we say, oh my goodness, you don't do it. You are a failure. You're not good enough. You don't. It's always what we talk. It's the syndrome, imposter syndrome. She's around us and we listen to her and we put that in our thoughts and we say negative thoughts. And you know who teach me how to manage this confidence, this positive self-talk? My son, because sometimes I was studying, especially because I turned to technology and I was here and I said, oh my goodness, I can't do that. I'm burra, But I didn't pay attention that he was here. He was playing, but he was paying attention in what I was saying. And he came here and said, no, mom, I believe you. I trust you. You can do it. It's hard. Just keep doing, and you're going to get through. You can do it. Say, how come, boy? Who teach you that? Like 10 years old, think more than me, but I think child is innocent. They don't have these kind of things that we have, this kind of judgment. We judge ourselves too much. But I tried to start this positive self-talk. Sometimes it's so hard because I say, but I don't believe. And I think I should say and believe, right? But it's hard. How about you, Luria? You do those kind of things?
Yes, I will say something here, like it's not like a perfect thing, but in my life, all the time, I think it's a lot of pressure about my family, my things. Amanda know a little more about my story, but I grow up really. I have like something in my mind that I need to do a lot of things to have something that I don't know why, and the world changes a lot. And I remember I have problems with my self image, with my confidence. And I remember one day in the university, I saw like a colleague of mine, and all the time she was like that. I will just try to imitate. No, I'm beautiful. No, because I'm beautiful. Ah, because I'm beautiful. And I saw this, I said, no, so this is so nice. Like maybe she really believes she is, and this is good. Doesn't matter if she is or she's not. Doesn't the thing that matter if she believe that in herself. And I start to do this. We like um pouquinho, little by little. And I think after that, a lot of things change in my mind. And I discovered that I'm a person who I need to have positive things. Negative things is like make me like I'm like a sun. Sorry for that. But all the time I said, if you have sun, I'm okay. Everything's okay. When you don't have sun, oh, but we have a better weather than we could have. We could have, maybe it could be worse. Maybe it could be like stormy. But no, we have a little of cloud weather. So for me, all the time I try to think about the better thing I can have in that moment. So doesn't matter if it's less or more than yesterday or the other day, but that moment is the best thing I can have. So this helped me a lot. I going, like going in my life, and it's hard to live sometimes with someone that is not like that. Like my boyfriend is not like that, and all the time he's like, how you can do this, and it's really good. And I said, no, it's normal, you need to do this, because if you do this, uh, you change your brain, you will change the perception you see the life. And when he realized that it's true, he said, oh my god, I cannot believe it's true, how this is possible, all the time you are right. I say, yes, I'm right, because it's better to think the positive and negative is never is good, guys. Negative is really bad, but it's a challenge, it's not easy. There is a moment in our lives like we have bad situations, but I think if you train in this more and more, you get easy with the time. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, I really like it. And I can say I know Lurian maybe 6 October, right? And she's a person that she helped me a lot as well for my confidence. So she's a kind of, she make me believe in myself in a way that I couldn't. Because the time that I say, oh my God, I can't speak, I can't do this, and she forced myself to say, no, you can, let's do it. And she's a kind of person, you have a lot of good energy, Lohia. If the person is sad and talk with you, it's like our moods change, our confidence change. So I think your boyfriend, husband, he's really a lucky guy. I can say he's a really lucky guy because he has a positive person by his side that is going always to make things good, to make things good, I can say. She's a very positive person. And talking about positive, can you describe a time when positive self-talk helped you to achieve a goal? I can say that in myself. The career transition, after I was really struggling with some programming thing because I'm woman, and to change into technology is a world totally different. I'm not this smart person, and I think those people in technology, they are too smart. I was thinking it was hard for me. Anyway, I keep doing, and I couldn't do it because things get worse and too much error messages. And after I talk a little bit with my son and I start to do it by myself, it worked. I don't know if I believe it and I want to impress him that I can do it, but I say, no, yes, I can do it. If he believes me, I believe me too. So I can do it. And I did. I don't know if it was because of this positive self-talk or because I pushed myself to do it because I saw he was observing me and he pushed myself as well, but I did my part. I started to say that I could do it, even if I didn't believe, because it was so hard. But I did it and I get through. I could finish what I was doing, my project. So if the positive self-talk helped, I think that was an example. And you, Luria, you have a lot of positive self-talks. Give me one example.
No, for me it's hard because normally I'm the person who is the positive, and I need to be positive for myself and for the others. But I really believe that this you can improve this with therapy too, and talk more about yourself and about the way you see the life. But I will give you an example about something everyone knows, that is the language, how you can learn a language. Because all my life I had a lot of problems with English because of ashamed of other people, and I don't trust on myself to speak. And I remember when I was in Canada because I was doing like an exchange program there, how brave I was because of that. And now I try to say for everyone that don't be afraid, just do it. I have a lot of people that uh, they can say like, I cannot learn English, and now I'm learning French, and they are seeing this and oh, what, you're learning French so fast. And I say, put some things like in your life routine, a lot of things, but first try to change your mindset for the goals you want to reach it. You need to think about that all the time, and it's not easy. I know it is not, but uh, always I try to think the other side is negative, guys. What you can have with negative things. So for me, the only path that is the right path is the positive thing. The other one is, everyone knows, even the people who is negative, they will say negative is not good. So why you try? So I think every day you need to try to do a little progress. It's hard. And about language, I think is a good example because now yesterday Yanka was there too, and Amanda was my first immersion in Spanish. I know Spanish everyone can understand, but it's really hard when you don't know anything in Spanish, and I didn't know. And I try to cancel that immersion a lot of times yesterday. Since I was saying for my for my boyfriend, we have to do something, right? We have the lunch, we have something. I was trying to do a lot of things in my mind to cancel because it's a imposter syndrome. I was trying to quit, but in the end I did, and it was so good. I feel like so good. So it's like that, you need to go, the positive is better than the negative, always. Voila. I speak a lot, sorry, Yanka. Amanda she understands, but I speak a lot. Sorry.
Well, don't tell me about talk. This girl really talk too much because we make meetings that was supposed to last 1 hour. With her, it's 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and we would see the time run. Bianca, tell your opinion. One day, talk with her in private to see how is the conversation.
Oh my God, it's a lot. 2 hours.
Don't see the time running.
Okay, okay. And it's nice to find someone that you can talk a lot and you don't see the time running. But well, I have a cousin that every morning, I think that Amanda knows that every morning Elena is in front of the mirror talking with herself like, you are beautiful, you are so intelligent, and so on. And she's Leonina, and she's so beautiful. And she's so confident about herself, and she's like 13, no, she's less, 10 years old, more or less, and she's like that. And I was talking with her sister, and Kebeli is more like me. And I maybe not more like Amanda, but what Amanda said, that I can't tell to me something that I don't believe sometimes. And it's difficult to do that. Like Kebeli said that, imagine me in the morning looking at the mirror with my hair always no, all bagunçado, with the face full, and telling to myself, oh, you are beautiful, and so on. Elena, do that. You should do that. And it's very nice. But well, it's difficult to me yet, but I think that I am more, I try to I try to think more in a rational way. Sometimes the bad talks with myself came when I have a social event, for example, and I get afraid about the social event, like how this person will see me. Am I right? My clothes is right. I try to be perfect and so on. So I try to rationalize that, think that this moment it's more than I am thinking. Because neurotic, it's like that, it's a small thing and you keep thinking, 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 overthinking. And when you see, it's like a big ball in your head. And it's not the truth. Sometimes it's just your imaginaries that you're thinking a lot about shit and bad things. So I try to pick myself, put in the floor and think more rationally and how to do this in the right way to do not get like that. And well, I think I'm more like this. I can't do positive self-talk, I think, because to me it's it's not sometimes it's not real, it's so far from the reality in my head. So I have to go to another way, I think, to go to the rational thing and the constance to thinking about the language. I know that I'm not perfect, but with constance and discipline, maybe I can do it. Maybe this is a self-positive talk, I don't know, but I try to do in this way sometimes.
I think so. And I heard about this cousin of Yanka before, and I said, my goodness, this girl is so young, so smart, smarter than us. We go to therapy for the therapist to help us, but she didn't go, and she's like, she knows what to do. And I don't know if she saw one documentary or something, but I heard one time one speech, maybe in TED or I don't know, that if the woman, Mulher Maravilha position, I forget how to say woman. Ah, anyway, and before you have something incredible to do, let's say one interview, one presentation, whatever, you should put yourself like in a Mulher Maravilha position, Wonder Woman, yeah. And you say, I can, and I do it, you open your breast, and you say positive things for you. I was just remember that right now. And when you go to whatever you're going to do, you go with more confidence because you throw a lot of positive thoughts on yourself. You make your body believe on that as well, and it's change. I never did this Wonder Woman position, but it's something that I heard more than one time. And maybe it's true, no, those specialists. Have you ever did this Wonder Woman position? No?
One, no, just to help you, there is a TV show, Grey's Anatomy. I don't know if you know, but they talk about Wonder Woman position there, and I remember they did. There is an episode that all the time they are like that. I can do, I can do. So I don't know in TED Talks, but in Grey's Anatomy, I remember
Yeah.
about that.
That is in Grey's Anatomy also. It was one neurologist, one very good neurologist, but sometimes she didn't believe in herself. And she was a great one. Even people that are great, they don't believe in themselves. So positive thoughts is extremely important. But Bianca, you that go to therapists, maybe you can give some help to us as well. Read question number 5 and answer for us, please.
Number 5, what are some techniques you use to replace negative thoughts with positive ones? When I realize that I am having negative thoughts, because sometimes you don't realize too, it's so automatic. Sometimes it's so automatic, girl. To identify this, it's so hard. And when I realize that I am having this kind of thoughts, I try to stop and try to plan and to have the control. Because sometimes, in my case, in most part of the time, when I have negative thoughts, it's about my job mainly. And if I am having this kind of thoughts, it's because I'm not planning and I have to plan to have the control again or the sensation of control. because the full control it's very hard to have. So I try to stop to think what I have to do to stop this sensation, you know. So I try to plan, and then when I see my spreadsheet on Excel, and I see that, well, you can do it, okay, I get in peace with myself, and now everything's okay, you know. So I try to plan. I am more, I don't know. I can't just say things to me. I have to do something to see that, yes, you can do it. It's all right. And another example that functioned with me, it was about self-esteem, and do not think that I am pretty, you know. Everyone have this, I think, in some part, in some moment of the life. And I wasn't thinking that I was beautiful, but I stopped and I saw which kind of profiles I follow on the Instagram, for example, you know. And I saw that it was that pattern person, that it's so everything is in the right place. And it wasn't real, real people. And I started to unfollow this person and follow person or people more like me that I admire, not just physically, but in the personality too. And I changed it. I started to follow more Black people, women with different shapes of body, for example. And I looking these women that it's different, and they see themselves as a beautiful person. I could see that I can be beautiful too, because I am similar to them, and everything's okay. You know, I can just change this, because sometimes it's reference that we have in our life. So maybe these two things. If you need to have control, plan yourself. And if you have to change your point of view, try to see what sources do you have, you know, to do this.
Bianca, the first part of your answer, I think you are more rational person. You are not abstract, because if you just say words to yourself, it's like words flying away, like just flying. But you need to plan, you need to see it, and then when you see it, maybe you can believe in yourself. I'm a kind of this with plan with work as well. I need to plan to believe I can do it, but I need to plan. I need to put in the paper. It's not a spreadsheet. I'm a old school. I really like to write the things. And this year, if you see by the top of my computer, I have my goals for this year, and it's there. I'm always looking at it, and every day when I sit here, I say, okay, one more day. So I have these goals. I'm going to do it. It's a kind of self-talk, because I read and then I start to believe, but I plan. It's right there. It's written. And follow people that you admire is important as well, because if you follow the wrong people, they really can make you down. And we know many people that is just fake, because you know the person in real, in their reality, the real world, and it's not what is in there, the social media, but people that don't know, it's far away from you. You think it's perfect, but nobody's perfect. Everybody has problems. Everybody cannot say nobody's perfect. And I'm okay with my little gordurinhas and everything, because it's part of my history. I have a background, so it's okay for me. I unfollow a lot of people because of this thing, to show too much perfect. Nobody's perfect. Don't tell me you are a couple that is always happy. No way. Impossible. But Laura, tell us a little bit more, because I think you can give some
Eh,
advices.
I agree about follow people. I will say something different, but I agree about following people because a few years ago, I don't know, like five or almost 10 years ago, I deleted a lot of people in my social media because of that, because I follow the person that communicate with me in the way I like it and the way I want it. So normally, if this person doesn't make sense for me, like why I will follow this, and it's okay. Maybe someone will have something too similar with this person, and it's okay, but I'm not, so I just don't follow. And I think this is really important to make decisions about what you want to do for your life. And I will give you some examples, something about me and my sister and my goddaughter, because of always is funny. Beauty about women is something really, really, really like hard in the society. Everyone knows. And I remember like my goddaughter, for me, she has a beautiful hair. The hair I want for myself is not like a straight hair, it's like a curly hair, but like I love it. And all the time, her family, the family she was, say, vai prender esse cabelo, like take this hair and like, oh, you look like a lion, like esse cabelo de leoa, like this kind of things. And all the time I need to do a hard work with her, like doing the inverse, like explaining like, no, your hair is beautiful. Today she accept, but at the same time she I don't know how to say this in English, alisar o cabelo, she alisou o cabelo, and she is 14 years old. For me, this is incroyable, incroyable. But okay, and it's a work you need to do every time. So I cannot give up right now, because all the time you can do. So I think the first thing is never give up. Every day is a new day, so you can start from the zero. And the second thing, I think something really helped myself is because I'm a person who is like more funny, more like I'm I prefer to see the good side, but in the same time, I prefer to all the time to laugh about something. And I remember a lot of situations my sister tried to say something to me like, você é uma vaca, you're a cow. And I say, mas eu sou uma bela de uma vaca. So, like I try to take the situation and put in the other view, and in the end she was laugh with me about this situation. So it's just something like when I'm talk with you, I remember about this in my life. It's like a long time ago, and this helped me a lot to know who I am today. Like when I like to have this kind of conversation, because I remember some things in my life and my past that I really can relate it with who I am today. So I really think the good things is, first, therapy for everyone is really necessary, but we really need to think about the way we were raised, for our family, for patterns, for the cultures we had, because this was building in our mind because of a reason, and it's not our fault. It's like a lot of things. So who you want to be, and like in your personal life and your professional life. And I think you need to go back there and break that pattern and try to rebuild the things. So I choose this for myself. I have a lot of things to work on myself, about confidence too. My mom always said, like, my mom is not like me. Hi Luria, you're so self-confident. Mom, I don't know where I learned this. I know it was not with you, but yeah. Yes, I know it was not with you, but I learned some in some way, because it's something I want for me. So I think it's everything is okay when you follow the things you want for yourself. And it doesn't matter if you be like a person more open, more close, like, no, just try to be okay with yourself. If you need to rationalize things, like, okay, so do it. And I think the beautiful thing is when you really think like you are following the path that you want for yourself. This is the thing I really want. So when I have a good energy, because this is who I am, I like to inspire, I like to motivate people. I don't want to be a bad example like I had in my past. So I do things different to try to help people in my life, when the people is in my way in my life. And that's it.
And you're doing a great job. I can say that because you make myself esteem my confidence much better. You and my son, it's like two angels, one each side. Say, you can, you can. And I say, I can't. You can, you can. So they help. So I think from my part, I can say that I learned a lot with you girls today about that. We don't have more time for a question, but let's just give our last thoughts. But I think being near people that have a lot of self-confidence can help you a lot as well. They can influence yourself because if you are not feeling that way, I think if somebody around you have this thing to push you, to help you, can help you. Can be a therapist, can be a family, can be a friend, whatever. This is very helpful. So I always, that is something that say you are the medium of the five people you talk every day, something like that. And the people that I'm always around is good people, even if it's on the internet, no matter, because nowadays the relationship changed, right? So we have people online and people at home. And I can say that the level of the people around me is really raising, and this make myself raise as well because I want to be there. Like they influence me, and I try to change myself as well. Like this morning, I changed a lot of thoughts. I will change myself. And but I want to know your opinion, Yanka. How was the conversation for you? Did you like the topic? How was it?
Yes, there was a long time that I didn't thought about positive thoughts. So it was nice to remember that this exists and I have to do this or change this or think about it to see if I am going to the right way, right path. And it was very nice. I could exercise some lines of mind. I could learn some words too. And I will rewatch the video again because it was really nice. Thank you.
Thanks, Yanka. It was very nice to have you here. Yanka was one of the first persons I met here in the platform when I started to study English. And I always, every time she talks, I say, my goodness, this girl is so smart. It's the youngest and the smartest person I know in the world. Because in my world, she's the smartest one. Thanks for sharing your opinion. And you, Luria, my French girl, my inspired girl, tell me.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Yanka. It's a long time that I have English in my life every day because of Yanka. You don't know, my boyfriend is a French guy, and we speak in English. And now I'm speaking French, and he's speaking Portuguese. So it's like three languages, totally different. But English for me is more like about familiar, no? So we talk more about routine. Of course, we have this kind of conversation, but just with him, I never had like a long conversation, like in a serious subject with other people. So thank you for here. And I think Yanka, she sometimes I think I wish to be like her. Like she speak like so like concentrated, and I cannot do this. Look me. I'm when I'm speaking, I move me and I la, 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 looks like there is a something happening in my head. But this is the thing about the conversation today. When I accept this about myself, that I realize I was okay, because for a long time ago I was compared. No, I need to be like this person. I need to be no. I'm happy now, and that's it. So I speak a lot. I like looks like I'm not stopping all the time, but it's nice to see like I'm okay and the other person are okay too, and we can help each other. So thank you, Amanda. Amanda is more like me. She's like OC, OC no too. Thanks a lot for today, and I hope I can next week I'm here, and I hope I can have some conversations in English avec you, no, with you. A Beca é francês. Gente do céu.
I really like that because three of us here, we study other languages, Spanish, French, and sometimes we mix. It is okay. We don't mix with Portuguese, right? We mix with the other language that we're learning. It's so... É
I
um
don't know.
perrengue chique.
Eu falo, what is the Portuguese in my life? Because all the time when I need to remember Portuguese is like, bye-bye.
I forgot pillowcase those days. I didn't remember the word pillowcase in Portuguese. And then I told my son, take the pillowcase. He took it, but I said, what's the name of this? He said, I don't know, what's the name? We didn't know the Portuguese, so it's okay. I like these kind of things. But girls, thank you so much. We're going to see each other around the platform in other immersions as well. But I wish you a great week. We started in a very good way, and I think our week is gonna be perfect. Thank you so much, girls.
Perfect.
Enjoy.
See you.